Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Don't Seattle for Anything Less, the real terror down below. Last we saw our lovely Shadowrunners. They are in the Feral Underground in Redmond. They have been able to make it past some ghouls and some rats, and they just made it to the destination that they were advised for by Shannon Shun. And the last readout was you round a corner on the tunnels, and air seems to change to become less musty and a bit warmer and more humid. An archway of old stones is formed in front of you as you come around the corner. The stones appear to be ancient, almost like they were placed here before bricks were invented. On the other side of the archway is a large cavern. The cavern floor is covered in a fine, almost clay-like dust. Looking up to gauge the height is fruitless, as the ceiling stretches to beyond your vision and ends in darkness. The air here is moist and warm, almost tropical. On the south end of the cavern, you see what can only be your target, a wall of stone that has epigraphs and etchings in it. Straddling the wall are 2 stone statues. What would you guys like to do?
What are these statues of?
You would need to get closer to determine that.
I get closer to determine that. Snuffling and snorting to along the way.
This is an extremely large cavern. Are you just like barreling right on through?
Yeah, I'm Slykeep. I don't have tact. It's a toss up to decide whether Bishop or Slykeep has more tact, but Bishop's not here.
Perception check.
Yes, sir. There is perception. Oh, all the way at the bottom. Is that with scent or
No.
no? It is.
Yeah, they look like statues to you. They're people.
Statues of people, humanoids.
Yeah, humanoid structures that seem to be looking behind you. They are looking away from the wall.
I go up to it and kind of up to one of the statues and kind of I don't know, gorilla at it. Just kind of aggressively.
It continues to stand there and not react because it remains a statue.
I think like Salvo will approach, but quite a bit more cautiously and looking around to make sure there's no other immediate threats that might be getting ready to pounce.
Does anyone have anything that affects their hearing?
Yes.
Fantastic. Can you roll perception based on the auditory then?
Let's see.
Why does it always take so long for yours to load? Okay. Sakura, you don't notice anything. Salvo, however,
Actually, I don't have anything for auditory.
don't have anything for auditory. You still had a good roll on the standard perception, and you said you were going up to the statues as well?
Slower. I'm actually looking for, as I approach them, I'm making sure that there's no imminent danger waiting in the wings of this like hallway that's getting ready to pounce, or possibly even the ceiling, because you never know. But I do kind of like want to kind of get closer, and I have knowledge arcana, so those etchings and the statues are of a particular interest to me because I'd like to know what's going on with that shit.
With that roll, that was a really good roll on your perception. With that roll,
Awesome.
you notice that these aren't statues.
Golems.
No, they're not golems. They are actually people who have been petrified, and they look absolutely terrified.
And they're looking away from the wall.
They are looking away from the wall.
So it would stand to reason, and Salvo's probably going to be like, easy, big guy. Guys, this may take a second to figure out. These people were petrified here. These aren't statues. I thought they might be golems, but they're not. They're statues. They're people. Well, they're statues that were people.
What has the rig been doing?
It is sitting at the base of the wall until it has a command to do anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this much right here. I'm guessing these etchings, quite possibly once disturbed, will summon something that causes things to be petrified. You know, a small number of things that could do that. What kinds of creatures might be able to turn somebody to stone? Would I know? Is that a roll that I need to make?
What are your knowledge skills?
My knowledge skills are I have knowledge arcana, knowledge magical societies, knowledge nightclubs, knowledge politics, and secret societies.
Roll knowledge magical societies.
Okay. How do I do that?
Oh, there are two stats, and I can't ever remember which ones it is. Give me just a second.
I was going to say, all I've got are Chop Shops, Corpse, and Seattle Neighborhoods.
Not gonna help, right
English,
here.
if that helps.
I would hope that all of you would.
Are you sure? Slag heap. I mean, maybe.
Except for Slagheap.
I mean,
Well, I'm
He's
specialized
been-
in English. It's not my
he's been
first language.
speaking Niam Slagheap in English, so you would assume.
Hmm.
We don't really know
Either going
what
to
to
be
do.
perception or what was the other one? Memory. And for this one, we're going to say it'll be a memory test.
Okay. 2 successes.
It's good enough for me. So what you realize in looking at the etchings and carvings is that it looks like there is a group of people in a circle around a serpentine figure as if they are worshipping it. One
Ooh.
can only assume that that's what's here.
Yeah. You see, all of this, this seems to be people around a circle worshiping some kind of snake god or snake creature.
Is
Some sort of
anybody getting Greek vibes here?
Oh yeah.
Just a little.
Like
Yeah.
Medusas or maybe basilisks?
Yeah, I'm saying that that's a distinct possibility. So, so our next move needs to be careful. Would I know how to disable this seal without summoning whatever gets summoned, or without setting off whatever gets set off? Would I know how to
It's a
disable?
large steel wall. The only way through it is going to be using the plasma lance attached to the drone.
Oh crap! It's a steel wall, not a stone wall.
Or a stone wall. This is a very, very thick stone wall. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I said the wrong S word.
Well, I meant like the magical part of it, like the whatever trap this is. Like, is there a way I can disable that?
One more perception test for me.
Already. I don't know why I turned my character sheet off here.
On
Only
closer
a single-
inspection, you find that whoever has set up the seal has forgot to plug it into the wall.
3 successes.
3 successes? This isn't a magic seal.
It's not a
It
magic.
almost looks like a prophecy. Prophecy.
It's a prophecy. Oh God. Yeah. You know what? This is a prophecy, and I feel like
I have a suggestion.
I'm open to them.
Everybody go around the corner, and then we turn the little drone on and have it do its little diggy diggy thing, and we be around the corner.
Okay, I'm not exactly a proponent of preserving historical sites, but if this is really a prophecy, should we at least take pictures? You know, for posterity. Selfie, maybe.
And Salvo's like, well, if we do survive this, it would look good in my, in my portfolio. You know, gotta think of the next job. Always gotta think of the next job.
Otherwise,
But you're not blowing it up. How would it go in the journal?
There's still time. I might still blow something up.
There's always time to blow something up.
Just like there's always time to run people over. Oh wait, I don't have my truck.
Just
Sad
like there's
face.
always time to slag heap.
Hey, if this cavern is big enough, can I hit V and just have my vehicle spawn? No? I'm making cyberpunk jokes now, I'm sorry.
Terrible.
It'll just
It's all
spawn
good.
like 30 meters away.
Okay, was it Slagheap that had perception that was based on smell?
Yeah, I have scent based check.
Yep.
Go ahead and make that roll for me if you would.
All right. There you go.
You can't tell where it is, but there is something in this room that is not any of you.
In which room? In the
In
on
the
the
large
this side.
cavernous room that you can't see the top of.
Okay, so this
Or the
side of
sides.
the iron wall.
This side of the iron wall, yeah.
Well, I upon catching scent of potential prey, I bellow, "Me slag heap!" and I start barreling around, throwing statues left and right, and just looking for anything that might be moving that doesn't have 4 arms and a head.
I'd say either he's having an identity crisis or something's got him stirred up.
Never gave you that idea. So, are you guys gonna get the lance fired up?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Salvo is going to take a healthy step back, and he's keeping one eye on where the lance is going to be drilling, and one eye on what the fuck is going on with Slag Heap. He's like, something's got Slag Heap all fucking out of bend, and this don't seem like a good thing, at all. So yeah. So it's time to be on guard mode.
There are 2 different options for operating the plasma lance. One is taking control of the drone. To operate the lance, it would be a pilot check. The other option is taking the plasma lance off of the drone and using the drone just to power it. That would be an engineering check. Up to you guys how you want to handle it.
Not my area of expertise.
Engineering.
Well, I have neither one of those skills.
I think
Or should.
Drifter should have engineering. Let's hope. Yeah. This wouldn't happen to be automotive mechanics, would it?
Quite?
Yeah, it doesn't have tires, does it? For my specialization.
No, it does not have tires. It is walking around on 4-ish legs.
4-ish legs. So, yeah, it might be 4, it might be 5, it might be 3. We're not sure.
Yeah,
Somewhere around that.
it's 4 legs-ish.
Somewhere around 4 legs. It's fine.
It's a horse, but
actually,
it walks on its hind legs.
Did you say electronics was an option?
It is piloting or engineering.
Oh, piloting. Fuck yeah. And it's groundcraft, too. That means
it's groundcraft.
I get an expertise in this, and I haven't
Wonderful.
picked it yet? Hold on. Shit, what are the piloting expertise choices? Hold on. It's gonna be whatever Betty is. So hold on. Shadowrun, help me. I wouldn't even know how to search for that in this book.
Piloting specializations are groundcraft, aircraft, and watercraft.
I've got groundcraft.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I guess I get an expertise in this.
Piloting. Oh, come on. There's got to be more information than this. Searching expertise. It helps when I spell expertise correctly.
It might.
Let's see here. Yes. I should have noticed this beforehand. Alright, expertise itself is on page 68.
They don't have an expertise because starting characters can't have expertise and it costs karma to get them.
I don't know why it's showing up.
Because it's available because of the ranks that you have.
It's showing up because hex.
It takes a month of training to get an expertise and it costs 5 karma.
does 6 successes start the plasma lance?
Oh yeah. It is often charging.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna snap a head off of one of the statues and throw it up into the unseen depths in the ceiling. I'm gonna use my big hand to do it.
I'm sure you are. Give me a moment. Because that is going to get a response. I just need to remember what it can do.
Wait, a response?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said.
Yep.
It has something that I should have looked up before now. Give me just a second. Then memento, I need to make a roll and I just need to figure out how many dice I need to make.
How many dice is...
This might go badly for Slackkeep.
Shit's
Yeah.
about
Not
to
as-
get real, and I'm
Not
on
as bad
edge.
as I thought it was.
Shit.
So, you get to roll. What did I just see? Roll reaction plus willpower.
Oh shit. That's probably not good.
Reaction plus willpower.
Yes.
Atch. Reaction plus willpower. I don't see one for that.
Let me pull up your character sheet. Hold on. Oh, crap, I have a bunch of stuff loaded into Roll20. Keep. Has a reaction of 5 and a willpower of 3.
It's basically 8d6, yeah. I just don't
roll
know how
them
to roll them.
separately and we'll add them.
Okay.
Just use the attributes.
Okay. Reaction and willpower.
It's gonna be a bad day for Slackheap. So, let me get back to my description here. A tentacle whips out of the darkness and hits against Slagkeep, and Slagkeep is now petrified.
Well,
Well, I think we found what petrified everything. Might want to turn our attention up top.
so literally that's it. There's no dodge or
Give me just a sec. That was the dodge.
there's no save, no body roll.
Not for this. Give me just a second though, because I might have mathed it wrong. Give me 2 seconds.
1001, 1002.
Okay, so you're not petrified, you're immobilized.
Oh,
Petrified
okay.
would have been worse. Let me look up what that status does. Mobilized, characters with this status cannot move, though they can take any actions that will function with their feet stuck to the ground. Attack rating is reduced by 3, and they take a -3 dice pool penalty on all attacks. They cannot use reaction on defense tests.
In
In other words, He's probably pretty well pissed right now.
Would a powerful adrenaline rush break free of that?
Find out, because it doesn't actually tell me how to break immobilized. It just says it produces that status.
Huh. You know, I just realized I had the detect enemy spell the whole time, and should have probably fucking used that.
Oh, that's
That would have
That's-
been useful.
funny and kind of
Totally.
sad.
Jesta, next time I see you, you might get slugged in the arm.
Well, I'm always I'm a combat mage, so all of the spells that are at the top of my list are all combat spells, and I rarely scroll down below my combat spells because I really haven't. The one time I tried to use plastic fucking shaped plastic, there wasn't enough to do anything with, so I just stopped looking that far down. I've got like right off the top of my list, I've got Acid Stream, Fireball, Mana Bolt, and Power Bolt. I mean, that's plenty of offensive options right there. I forgot I had utility spells.
That's funny.
Hey, you detected the enemy, so I don't want to hear it. You actually knew the enemy was there.
Well, I didn't know where Slaggy was testing out places.
He found it.
Yeah.
Hey, I was gonna say, you found him.
Huh, the rule book does not say how to break immobilization. Give me just a second. I'm going to check some search sites and see what I can find, because
And the
it
only
seems kind of shitty to not have a way to break it.
well, see, and that's the thing too, because that's why I was scrolling down is to see if I had a dispel magic in my hat, and I don't. It's like I saw the detect enemies. I'm like, that is not that is the spell that would have been useful if I'd have known it a little bit ago. Not the spell I need now.
Just curious,
Uh,
didn't you like make this character?
I did, but I made him a while ago, and I haven't really like. There's a lot of his abilities I haven't used. He carries a fucking submachine gun and a machine pistol and a katana. He's never used any of them.
I guess I buy that.
True. I would say his character has been very boom focused.
Yeah, it's been
Big bada boom, yes.
like really outside of the only thing outside of fireballs he's used is grenades and that one toxic spell that he was trying to use last week.
Poorly, I might add.
Hey, that spell was good. That spell actually got enough successes. The wraith just rolled a lot of. See, I was trying to be down on myself, and Davana correct me. She said, "No, he rolled really well on his body. The fireball sucked." Get it
Yeah,
right.
he actually rolled really well on acid. They just had really good roll on resistance.
Had to get you on something.
Well, if you're gonna get me on something, you get me on the stuff that I was responsible for, like a shit fireball.
I didn't know there was such a spell.
Well, do you think if there was a spell called shit fireball that I could throw flaming balls of shit and fire that I wouldn't have used it by now?
This is true. This is true.
That would one up Shaba right there.
I would have used, you know where I would have used that? I would have used that during the riots when I was dealing with the police. That's what I would have used on that cop car instead of a grenade.
So literally everything I'm seeing in the book says if there's a way to break it, it'll tell you in the status. Most statuses have a way to break it, and I haven't found a single way to break a single status in the entire book. So what we're going to do is say, since he got 2 more successes than you're going to be immobilized for 2 rounds. We're going to make stuff up.
I was gonna say no. He turns to stone, and now we've lost Slagheap.
I'm not going to lie, it's a possibility.
Oh, great.
You had to open your mouth, didn't you?
Oh,
Don't
come
lose
on.
the Slagheap.
It doesn't say
But-
that.
Slagheap is immobilized, his feet are stuck to the ground for the next 2 rounds.
I try to jump after whatever's there, and I'm just like,
That being said, it is time for
can't tell-
initiative, everybody.
I
He got the
can't tell
jump
if
button.
he's- I can't tell if he's constipated or if he's trying to jump.
The answer is yes.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's great.
Heard
Holy-
something initiative. Let's do this.
Yes, let's initiative.
Yeah. Let's initiative this.
Okay, that is Drifters. I have to go look at the initiative for the for the drone again. 2 seconds. Because it was something ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, I recall something about you hacking.
Okay, it's an initiative rank of pilot times 2. So 7 times 2, and then an additional 3d6 initiative dice. This is fucking ridiculous.
You're hacking.
Uh,
Hack.
it's
Justin, how do you spell Slagheap?
SLAGG space HEEP.
Cool.
There we go. Oh my god.
And if I must use it in a sentence, that is going to be Miam Slaggy.
Yes, dear. I'm
Okay.
glad that the drones rolled well on their initiative because the enemy rolled quite well as well.
Oh man, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, he has 27.
Well, let's just hope that he's in some sort of range.
Okay, so Sakura had 14. Slagheap rolled an 11. Drifter has a 15.
On the other hand, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going with Slaggy.
Oh no.
Nobody wants to see that. Get a room.
I was
you
gonna
two.
say,
There is a hey, somebody wants to see it.
that is not the part of the internet porn that we were trying to go to, sir.
That being said, Drifter, the drone has initiative before you, so it would be going off of the last command that you gave it before initiative started. What would have been your last command to the drone before starting?
It would have been probably alert. Keeping alert for bad things. And in that case, combat. Would that make sense?
Is it on alert pending a firing, or alert as in let me know if something happens?
Alert pending a firing.
Okay. That makes sense, given the reactions that were before, so I give that to you. Go ahead and roll its attack.
Okay. How far away is target? Very close, mid, far, very far.
What was the range on close?
4 to 50.
4 to 50, it's in close.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that.
Can we see what it is then?
It is extremely large. You can see a tentacle.
Okay, Sakura flips over the thermographic.
Yeah, we basically just see
On the graphic, you do see a bit more. Let me get back to that description. Thermographic, you actually see a creature that looks like more or less a blob. It expands and contracts as necessary to move around. It has 6 tentacles that are lined with tiny hooked barbs that resemble Velcro patches that appear to be made of bone. In the center of the blobby mass looks like it might be a face, though there's nothing distinguishing eyes or ears. And in lieu of a mouth, it has a giant gaping maw lined with rock-crushing teeth.
Yeah, you may want to like tell me where that face is, because that's where I want to put the fireball.
Oh.
So, the drone is target acquired. And I never told it. Well, actually, it's decided. All right. It's decided it's going to shoot its grenade launchers, and all that Drifter's thinking is, thank God those are set to contact, and there's no timer on them. Otherwise, we'd be blowing ourselves up. We're all in this together, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there's one, and it's got another action. But first, 4 successes. Do you want me to roll the second one?
Let me check. Where did its character sheet go? I'm gonna be sad if you kill my big bad in one shot.
What? No.
I said I'm going to be sad if.
12 damage isn't enough, is it?
Does it
might
have
be.
armor piercing?
Let's see. It's flechette ammo.
That means very little to me.
It means very little to me too. I just put it down because that's what kind of ammo
It's
it is.
long, flechette's long, either long pointy darts or slivers.
Let's see. Let's see.
Must be in the firing squad book. Let me get that pulled up.
Alright, payload of flechette round is made up of tiny tightly packed fin-stabilized metal slivers or metal balls. They have some spread, making them more likely to catch a soft spot, but they're small compared to other ammo, delivering less kinetic energy. It just says AR +1 and DV -1, so it doesn't specifically have. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say.
Doesn't say anything about armor piercing.
No, but again, I don't see anything that talks about that. So
It would be abbreviated as AP. The Ares Alpha by default has an AP of -2, which means it pierces 2 armor. DV, I think, is dice value, so flechette ammo gives 1 less die than regular ammo. I think it's a comparison. I would guess on that one.
But so APDS doesn't actually give you an armor piercing value. All it does is add to your attack pool. So I have APDS loaded for the Ares Alpha, and it gives a +2 it gives a -1 damage modifier, but a +2 attack modifier. That's all it does.
APDS is not flechette.
But what I'm saying is AP is armor piercing. And
Right.
that doesn't tell you that it's armor.
APDS. Okay, so I'm drawing on 5th edition. APDS ammo had a -4 AP, which in an Ares Alpha gave a total of -6 armor piercing. So it might be different for like it is for 6th edition here, but
So I just don't see anything that has, armor piercing as an option to be shooting. So
Give me just a second.
I mean, could it be that that because armor doesn't work the same way in 6th edition, they did away with that terminology?
Possible.
And it could have just
That would make sense to me.
And they just accidentally left it in from 5th edition.
Possible.
Okay. Because I'm like, I didn't know armor piercing was an option. Otherwise, I would have grabbed some of those too.
A second. What is the damage value on that?
The DV is 12. Actually, it should be 11 because I didn't put in the damage modifier, so it's 11.
$11 physical or stun?
Oh, sorry, it's physical.
Okay. I was assuming that. Wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Let me see what it's got.
Oof.
Well, I can tell you hit it.
Okay.
It's not happy.
I have one
It is
action. Go ahead.
not happy at all. Go for it.
Maybe it'll like the second one even less.
Let's find out.
4 successes again. It's still okay, yeah. Oh,
Makes me feel better. Second one doesn't hit him. Or at least doesn't get close enough to do damage. I feel better now.
now I feel bad. Okay.
You do not have to feel bad.
Well, that's the drone's turn.
Because now it's its turn. And he has 6 tentacles. And there's 5 of you. And he's big. So you really shouldn't feel bad. That being said, he is going to try to hit all of you. With massive swings.
Massive swings.
Let me look that up again. He's got a couple of different things that he can do.
And he wants to test them out some other time and leave us alone.
Nice try. Hop out for a book. This has the same effect as this. That's great. Just tell me the effect.
Right?
I mean, that's kind of Catalyst's thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get me started on that. Okay. Let's roll dice. I keep. Since he's already hit you once, he's just gonna try to tentacle whip you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on. Take me back to the advanced dice roller. Why is it not pulling up? Oh, because it's behind stuff. Thank you, Roll20. And he has... Sorry, I keep having to close out of things to get to other things, and then I realize that I need the first things back.
The real enemy, the real big bad, legislation.
So that is going to be a 5 close combat against you if you want to roll body to try to resist.
Mm-hmm.
That is 12 damage.
What?
He hits really hard. Please tell me I didn't just down you.
I guess I never put in the base for the physical track. Let me check. You probably downed me. Like
Really?
without ever having a chance.
We hope I didn't.
I don't know. I mean, I have humongous body, so it might not have.
Oh, no, your physical track says you still have one left. After that. Been stunned, you'd have been SOL. Not doing well.
Let's just put it this way: it would have downed Drifter because she's got a combined of 8.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have downed Drifter.
I mean,
Given the
yeah.
strength of his hit, I would put an extreme focus on getting through the wall. just gonna throw that out there. I didn't realize he was gonna hit quite that hard.
There we go. Oh, there we go. That just says make 4. I see what's going on.
And let's go back to so we are going to be back to him trying to petrify people. Sakura.
Uh-huh.
Reaction plus willpower. And if you want to just go into your attributes and roll each of those separately, we can just add up the successes. Because it doesn't look like there's an auto one on it. Hey, you pass. He flicks you with a tentacle and it does nothing.
Creepy.
Salvo. Reaction plus willpower. Slaggy might be more pissed that no one gets affected. Flicks you with a tentacle, does promptly nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sir. Reaction plus willpower. Yay, I get to do things to people.
Oh, good lord.
You are also now in the immobilized state as well. Your feet are locked for the next one round.
All right, who touched my feet?
Tentacle whip. Your feet be stuck. And Drifter. Reaction plus willpower.
Alright, well, the reaction's gonna help. The willpower will not.
And you still got enough to succeed. You beat the thing.
I did the thing.
Yeah, your reaction's really good. Willpower, not as much.
The reaction has to be good, otherwise you're a crappy pilot.
This is true. That being said, it is Drifter's turn.
Oh dear. Let's see here. Well, that grenade launcher worked so good the last time. I think we should use it again. By the way, is the plasma lance still running itself?
It's not going to be able to run itself. You still have to direct it. So you can either pilot or you can attack.
How are we doing
Now comes
so
the decision
far?
part. It looks like it's got a decent check along.
Okay. Well, it's not really much of a choice because it's either not. Yeah, there's. I guess just gonna have to pass my whole turn. Can I at least assign the drone in action?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be attack. just to make sure that's still there for the next round. So yeah. But that's it.
Roll the piloting check.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh, let's just.
So we can
watch
see
her
how
com-
much further you got along.
Let's just completely bomb my piloting check. How's that sound?
Do that. That's bad.
Wow.
You managed to get through the wall in 2 turns.
Okay.
The wall is gotten through.
I would suggest everybody go through while they can.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, yeah, can we like wait for no, that wouldn't be fair. Either way really sucks because either people that haven't gone yet go through now, leaving the people still in the cavern to get absolutely wrecked by who by this angry tentacle monster, or we all sit and wait and then yeah.
And keep in mind, some of us don't get to move.
Yeah.
No, that's very true. So,
I'd say, just since I've given you guys the description of the thing and you kind of see what it's about, this is a large creature called a petrophage. They're not fun. They're nice.
I feel like Salvo would probably call that out too. And be like, this is a petrophage, bad news. Not the kind of. We may want to consider like collapsing this on our way and then dig our way out some other way. That drone.
Great. I'll tell you when I've figured that out. Thanks for the suggestion.
Damn slag heap!
What, you know that's a petrophage? I mean, how do you know shit about arcane stuff? It's not your area of expertise.
I watch a lot of HoloVid. Shut up.
That being said, Salvo, you are up. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna help a brother out before I do anything about like stepping through the hole or anything. We'll do that. And that was not a good thing. That was badness. That was
Ow.
Ooh, that's rough.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Well, that's fine. I still have some patches.
That's good.
I still have some stim patches up my sleeve.
Okay, and what
Throw
did
a
he roll to
fireball at
resist?
it.
For the fireball, was it reaction?
Oh God! Hold on a second. Let me stretch. All right. So let me pull that up here and go back up to that because I was looking at spells, but I wasn't looking at the right stuff. So where are we at here? Spells. Spell descriptions. Indirect spell casting. Let's see, attack rating, magic of 6, for charisma 5, attack rating, is base. Rolls, base damage. The base damage is the magic, my magic divided by 2, and a fireball does physical damage. See. Shaman, the highest defense rating in the group, has a targeted. Is the difference is.
It was
So
fireball that you cast, right?
Yeah, and it's an indirect spell cast. So I don't know. It doesn't say anything about how to resist it. I mean, it kind of does. It says something about it. With the target selected, it comes categorized. Gives me the goddamn. I'm looking at the freaking example, and I should be looking at indirect sorcery plus magic, versus reaction plus willpower.
That's what I was looking for. I just saw it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so reaction plus willpower. Reaction. Please roll. Okay. Willpower.
Huh.
You succeed in hitting it.
So
What's the damage on it?
damage? Let's see. On that spell.
Rolled super
Damage
shit.
is my magic divided by 2, which is 3, plus the net hit. So that's
So
5.
4? 5.
No. 3 plus 2, yeah, 5.
Okay. It's
And it's physical track.
It looks pretty fucking pissed right now.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be terribly happy about that. And I stepped through the opening. And I may have to step back in and throw another fireball later, but for now I'm trying to keep myself as far out of harm's way as possible.
And did you take your stun damage for the drain?
Yes, I did. Next round I'm probably going to have to put a trauma pack on. Why
Yeah.
do I have so much? Why is there physical damage all over the place here? Just gave me a whole fuckload of physical damage for no goddamn reason. I don't know why.
Did it just pop up?
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
Weird. So I don't think I've been messing around anyone else's character sheet. Nope, I've only got the one open. Okay, Sakura. What would you like to do?
I think it's big.
It's pissed off, it's big, but it is bloody.
Okay. I take it it's definitely out of melee range.
Yeah. You're not out of its melee range because it has giant tentacles, but it is out of your melee range unless you want to run up to it.
How would I run up to it? It's on the ceiling.
You could
Right.
reach one of the tentacles if you tried.
What if I climbed on top of Slag Heap?
You might piss Slagheap off. He might use you as a bat against the next tentacle that goes for him.
That's fine. I pull out my
Or a
Ares Viper.
cannonball.
Yeah, that's true. I
That's
pull
true.
out my Ares Viper silver
Fastball
gun and shoot
special.
it.
Okay.
Dude, fastball special, that shit. Fucking, that'd be so dope. Fucking have Slag Heap fucking throw Sakura at it.
You know, I'm so tempted to do that.
It's dangerous, but damn it, that would be cool.
Yeah, I go up the Slag Heap and just slug him like, throw me!
It's like he immediately grabs Sakura and lifts, and I'm assuming I throw on my turn. But
You would be throwing on your turn, yeah.
I'll
oh
wait
yeah,
till
you are being prepared to be thrown.
and I will attack then. So I guess I'm sort of holding the action.
Sir, your feet are stuck, but you can still make range attacks if you have an ability to make range attacks.
I just want to point out real quick. This is the second Slag has grappled with Sakura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they know you can
let's
pick 'em up.
shoot it. Because that's all I can do because I can't move.
Okie dokie. Roll your shooting. Okay. That's some darn good shooting. Let's see what we got on reactions. Pissed off Petrophage is dead. You guys did really, really well against him, and now I'm kind of sad.
Uh-oh.
So
Yeah.
I guess I have a question in terms of how damage is calculated. When it comes to like one of the grenades, it says attack rating, and it is what damage, just the straight up damage. What is attack rating for?
Attack rating is what's calculated against defense rating to determine who gets edge.
Oh, gotcha.
The Petrophage was actually getting edge every single time that one of you guys attacked him. Just he didn't really have anything good to use it on because his defense rating is insane.
Well, all right.
Also, I'm assuming that the holds are released on our feet.
Yeah, once he's dead, everything just kind of like fizzles. Not only that, you are now
Great.
filled with a room full of very confused things.
Oh shit.
Let's run in really fast.
I spin around and I throw Sakura straight up.
Congratulations, you are thrown against a very squishy. Actually, you might even be stuck against it for a second.
I think
Oh no, I'm gonna athletic that thing right out of the way.
you know what I want to do. What I want to point out here is, of all of us that would have been the favorites to kill this thing, either Drifter with her drone, or my fireballs, or Slag Heap, or even Sakura, it was Sir that fired the killing shot.
Yeah, I know.
It was fucking Sir that got the kill shot on the damn thing.
Yeah.
It's funny shit.
Hey, just think, we softened it.
Oh yeah. Well, and
Please stop.
There's no
and
such thing as
Salvo-
kill stealing. We all do.
yeah, exactly. And Salvo, for the most part, looks a little bit winded. He's like, he just kind of waves you guys on, like, whew. Like, wasn't expecting that. That was a little, running sudden excitement.
We should probably go before these people wake up and realize what we're doing.
Oh,
I walk over and I rip off a piece of tentacle and I start chewing on it.
I'm sure it's utterly disgusting.
Can we direct the walker to
That
go
can't be
through the
healthy.
giant hole that's probably cooling right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
And I'm going to use one of my stim patches to get my happy ass back up on track here.
Let me get back to the scenario here.
I run through the hole.
Also,
Oh,
I'm very injured.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where I was in my thing.
So am I stuck on the ceiling?
No, you fall after a bit. And I'm not gonna make you roll falling damage because that would be a shit move right now. For everybody. It's not fun.
You could just say a
forget how
long
much-
thing of ooze sort of slowly brought me down.
And
We'll
I
go with
forget
that.
how much. And I forget how much. Fucking do stim packs give me back?
It's rating.
Yeah, it's raining.
Okay, all right. I'd probably slap a trauma patch to Slag Heap.
Except it doesn't do anything for physical damage. It's only stun.
No, I've got a trauma patches too. I've got stim and trauma.
I'd say stim patches help out with stun damage. Trauma patches don't necessarily heal damage, but they make sure
Oh,
you don't.
Okay, well then I'm using.
So if you've been knocked down to 0, that would be the time to put on a trauma patch because it ensures not death.
All right, well then I don't think I have anything for you.
Not unless you have a first aid kit, a healing kit, or ranks in healing.
Nope.
Otherwise, it's weight.
Nope, and no healing and no healing spells either. So
Or you could spend 4 edge to heal 1 point.
Spend 4 edge to heal 1 point.
I don't happen to have 4 edge, so
Oh wait, let's. What was platelet factories again?
Let me find out.
let's go here. Let's go here.
Factories increase your body's ability to handle physical damage by accelerating the production of platelets and their concentration in your blood, which helps stop bleeding faster. Anytime you would take 2 or more boxes of damage to your physical condition monitor, reduce that damage by 1 box.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
one
hey, I took 11.
Damage, then you
Yay! That took me from a -4 penalty to a -3, so I'll take it.
I'm gonna go ahead and because I've got a few more, I'm going to go ahead and use 2 so I can go back to taking no penalties and be starting fresh. But I'm going to have to start getting more conservative.
Or just buy more because they're super cheap.
No, I will buy more once we're out of here. I'm just thinking about how much more we've got here because I seem to do seem to do a lot of stun damage to myself almost every time I throw a fireball around. So.
Okay, getting through the wall, you will realize that the vault is decidedly modern. The air is extremely warm in here, and everybody make a perception check.
Can I make mine based on scent as well?
Sure, why not?
A percep of what? Yeah, Rigger here. We don't do that. Oh, I mean, apparently we do. But
Yeah, you do.
apparently, I have.
Doing the best.
I need to fucking pay attention. Sorry.
So,
Nah.
Drifter and Sir are both going to realize that this isn't necessarily a vault.
Shit.
It's an incubator.
Fucking dragon eggs! What I fucking
What
tell
will
ya?
conveniently fit in the suitcase is a dragon egg that is displayed, surrounded by thousands of new yen worth of gold and jewels. The egg itself is about 1.2 meters tall and 1 meter wide. It'll fit perfectly in that carrying case that you got from Shannon Shun.
Oh, does anybody here know what fucking kind of dragon egg it is? I remember Drifter saying before this she was gonna look up how to identify different types.
Well, and I'm wondering if it's something that one of my knowledge skills might help with also.
Hold on. Let me see what I can figure out that you can... Let me see what I have listed that you can actually figure out off of this one before I figure out what kind of checks we're making. Let's see here. Oh, come on. I remember having more information than that.
Do-do-do.
Do.
Your knowledge skills again for Salvo?
My knowledge skills for Salvo are nightclubs, magical societies, arcana, politics, and street secret societies. Somehow I don't think nightclubs or politics are particularly useful here in this endeavor, so the other 3, possibly, magical societies, arcana, or secret societies, potentially even.
Go ahead and roll on your knowledge. See what we get.
Alrighty, and kind of roll are you looking for here? Is it perception? Okay. Alright. 3
Okay.
successes. What's that tell me?
You know that currently in Seattle, there is only one mated pair of dragons that have been active. We'll go with active. And it is going to be Arubia and Collier.
That's not an earthquake. That's giant lizards fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
they are the ones that originally took the sea dragon's eggs from her.
So the question is, are these sea dragon
shit.
eggs or are these their eggs?
That's a great question.
so I'm probably gonna unload this to everybody. It's probably do that thing like this and be like, oh, that's a ruby and color, and that's where you guys know anything about dragons in this area?
Well,
Yeah, Slaggy.
Drifter was looking at that thing. Did she not find anything?
There's nothing differentiating it. Dragon eggs, at least this one doesn't have any distinguishing marks.
Right. I would probably be the one to tell you that. I mean, like, you're not gonna find a difference between one dragon egg to in another, not unless it's an extreme circumstance. I mean, most of the time they all look pretty much the same, but Arubia
That's what the wiki told me.
Well, Arubia and Colern stole this the great wet lizard's eggs before, so originally, so you know, this could be one of those that got stole, or it could be one of theirs that they're trying to keep safe. Either way, we're caught between we're caught between dragons pissing on each other.
Well, don't get a biochip of a terrorist stuck in your head, and I think we'll be okay.
Right.
All right, let's put the egg in the case. I go put the egg in the case. While you guys are chit chatting, I don't care.
Are you also going to take the gold and jewels from the vault?
Fuck yeah.
Well, if we're gonna piss off,
Put some of them in there in the case with something nice to rest on.
I mean, if we're gonna piss off dragons, we might as well like make sure that we're well equipped for when they come back, and that means well funded.
Slagheap looks around at the rest of the chamber, looking for something that would interest him.
With the dragon egg is probably the most nourishing thing.
Yeah, but he
don't know that he'd
wouldn't
be able to
smell anything from it, so he wouldn't be interested. Now, if it was cracked, that would be different.
Now, I would say, from the things that came back to being alive in the other hall, some of the statues were smashed in your tirade, so there are random body parts kind of strewn around from the statues you smashed. He might actually be more interested in that.
Like, that's like, well, yeah, that's a good point.
Just saying.
And I think Salvo really has just kind of like put that out of his mind. Like, he knows that these people returned to normal and bad things where it was going to be a mess. He's made it a point to not look back in that room. He's just like, nope, we're past that point. We already did that. That's damage we've already done. We can't undo it. It's time to move forward.
That being said, are you going to go out the way that you came in?
Are people screaming that in that direction?
They're kind of dazed and confused. They're still kind of getting their bearings for the ones that are still alive.
Well, considering the getaway vehicle is that direction, that may or may not be a bad idea.
What do you want to do about the potential witnesses that we were here?
You want to kill them? Be my guest.
Kill them.
Do it.
Well, I wasn't necessarily thinking quite so extreme, but I mean, if that's what everybody wants, I suppose I could throw a fireball at them on the way out the door.
Would that be part of the contract?
No, but the contract didn't really exactly mention that there were going to be a bunch of people petrified down here either.
True. So I'm not bound by any obligation. Okay.
So, I mean, we could be nice people and try to see if we can't find some place for these people to disappear, like somewhere that where they're not going to be talking to unfriendly dragons.
Just to be kind of background voice here, do you have any spells that affect vision or able to kick up like a cloud of dust or something?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Hold on. Is there... I might have something. Is there... Is there much plastic in the area? Like, we're in an underground vault. I don't know if there's like maybe shit that's made of plastic down here.
I know what you're thinking already, too.
Dare I ask why?
Well, I'm just thinking that as far as a visual screen, I mean, if there's enough plastic, I could use shape plastic and animate plastic to keep walls of plastic on every side of us to block the view as we leave.
Huh. I didn't even know that was a spell.
No, No, there's animate plastic and there's shape plastic. There's animate stone and there's animate and shape spells for stone, steel, and plastic, and I think something else too. I'm a
Oh
plastic
man,
bitch.
it would have been great if you had taken it for stone, because you could have just like spelled the wall aside.
Oh, I could have, but I did. Somebody else was supposed to have played a caster at first, and they were taking a different range of spells. That I think they were going to take like fucking. They were talking about taking like shape steel or something like uh, the steel bending spells and whatnot. So I just went with plastic because I was like, because we were talking about, I was like, well, plastic's pretty common in the world of Shadowrun. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I could probably be a plastic bender. It's fine, and I haven't had a use for it, so.
Water, fire, earth, plastic.
Yep. Well, I mean,
was it
if you
Zephyr
think
that
about
had the other one?
I think so. I don't know. It may have been somebody who changed their character concept too, because I
Okay,
think it was way back when we were talking concepting out,
gotcha.
and because somebody else was, I think somebody else was going to try to be a shaman. I was like, great, you can be the healer because I'm a combat mage, and then people changed their concepts and what have you, and we lost people. I think it might have been like an early concept from Computer King, maybe even. I don't know. I
Okay,
don't remember.
gotcha.
But I just know that they're like I saw the shape and animate spells for everything, and I was like, that's bending right there.
Not really going to be a lot of plastic down here. There
Yeah.
are going to be like the devices that the other people that had been petrified would have on them, but I don't know that there'd necessarily be enough plastic to make like a barrier.
That's
You would be
okay. All you
effectively
need to
like,
do is shape it and have it go into their eyes.
hey,
I don't know if I want to be necessarily that invasive. That seems like a little much.
Well, that said, Slag Heap is going to go to the mouth, just inside, on the wall, and he's going to roar. Roar!
Well, that's so much for subtlety.
I don't know, if he keeps that up, no one will notice anyone else because he's got a distinctive appearance.
Uh huh. And he's going to start charging at people.
Well, okay.
They are made of meat. He likes meat.
Do you think we should do something about that or just let it happen?
You want to go talk to the giant raging behemoth of a man telling him to calm down? Be my guest.
Nope.
Never in the history of Calm Down has anyone calmed down from being told to calm down.
Right? And I think Salvo probably says, you know what? Maybe we just use the distraction to get out of here and hope they don't peg Slab. They just peg Slag Heap as a random monster and not part of our group.
That
That's
works.
kind of the idea going to the player's head.
Drifter is stuffing her pockets with whatever gold and jewels.
Oh
she can
yeah,
find. Preferably jewels.
We're robbing the place blind. If we're gonna piss off dragons, we're gonna do it right.
It's just, hey, it's like assault. No matter how many times you hit the person, it's still assault. So you might, if you.
But here's the question: where are we going to sell this stuff?
Oh, I've got a fence. Don't worry.
Okay, that works. Yeah, pockets.
Yeah, and they did say, oh, you can take whatever you want. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure the owner would disagree. The owner would disagree with us taking what we were here to take in the first place. Anyway, so potatoes, you know. Hey, I got to throw a fireball. I'm happy.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Now, mind you, you would notice that Slag Heap is not actually attacking people. He's picking up bits of detritus and like someone's head that was previously, well, maybe even the head that he ripped off earlier that woke this beast in the first place, and gnawing at it as he frightens people into moving away. And hopefully they're actually like running in absolute terror.
And I think just for a safety's measure, I think because we've already sort of like it's in canon that Salvo apparently carries a mask in his pocket. He's going to tie the mask like a bandana around his mouth, his mask on, just for the extra protection, for not getting eaten by a dragon.
Not getting eaten by dragons is a very compelling argument.
Yeah.
Dragons tend to not like things being stolen.
Ooh, that's what I could do. Just shape plastic to make masks for all of us, if there's enough to do
Yeah.
that.
Be enough to do that. There just wouldn't be enough to create like a barrier between you and the other people.
Let me see if I can create some plastic masks.
Make mine a kabuki.
Well, I got one success, so I
We'll
don't know
give
if
you
I
a
got the
mask out of that.
Well, I
guys
hand it to
don't-
whoever's standing closest to me.
You guys don't have pulling out bandana, putting it around face? Seriously? You've never...
You know, I
Salvo's
stick to
got
the
one.
shadows most of the time, so that's what I'm going to do is just stick to the shadows and stealth out.
And when I say bandana, I mean it probably started life as a bandana, but then it got used as probably an oil rag, and then it probably looks like there's some dried blood on there, and then it looks like it's seen some more oil and dirt and grime and it's never been washed. But hey, it's a bandana.
Hey, Salvo hands the plastic mask to Sir then, Sir or Drifter. Well, Sir, because Drifter apparently has something, and goes into the shadows because he's gonna stealth out too.
All right, put the bandana on, holding the case, walk out the door, go back up the hallway.
Fair enough. Are we telling the pack mule to follow?
If possible.
Yeah, we should.
I promised that to somebody.
Yeah, you did.
Promise the pack mule or the plasma lance or
the
both?
plasma lance.
Well, I will tell you it's a powered device and it has to be connected to the pack mule to function. But you can't give someone just the lance and tell them, "Hey, powering it's on you. Here you go."
Well, sure, it's the fence that I got my information from. He's not gonna use it. He's gonna fucking sell it.
Yep.
Fair enough. Fair enough. He probably wouldn't want something powered like that in his shop anyways, because someone could do some serious damage with that thing.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Okay, so you guys are able to kind of work your way back the way you came, and kind of sneak your way back into the more monitored areas of the Seattle Underground. Does Slagheap stay with the group, or does he break off at some point?
I mean, at this point, he would still be with the group.
Okay. I just wasn't sure with the Underground if he'd be like, "Yo, wandering off." This is my peeps. Okay, so you are able to get back to Betty.
I was going to say, before that, let's when we get above ground, we're gonna find kind of a place to park the pack mule because it's not gonna keep up with us. Grab a tarp out of the truck, throw it over the pack mule, and then send coordinates off to the fence buddy saying, "Get there while you can. By the way, leave the mule."
Well, can't you just throw that stuff in the truck?
What size are they? Could have sworn they were.
How big is a pack mule?
That's what I was curious about.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's a
I remember
size.
looking it
It's
up.
like between a very large dog and like a donkey.
Oh, I was thinking more along the line. It was kind of like its own 6x6 platform or something. So yeah, if it'll fit in the back, we'll stick it in the back. Otherwise,
It's basically like a flat-backed quadruped, is what it is.
if it'll fit in the back, we'll stick it in the back. If not, well.
Yeah, it should fit the bag.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll stick those in the back. All right, everybody. I got one spot up front. The rest of you are stuck in the back.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
Bishop, Rook, and Knight pull up for Slag Heap.
Hey,
Yeah.
your boy took a good couple hits there.
Yeah, well, I
Page.
mean that's what he's for, don't you know? We'll fix him up. We'll patch him up. He'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, well, petrophages aren't your everyday run-of-the-mill danger, so, you know.
Picture what the fuck?
Petrophages.
Don't worry. We'll pull the footage. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You do that, getting in the car, muttering to herself. And by the
I
time
think-
you read that footage, all that gold will be sold.
And I think Salvo probably, like, as we're, like, after we get back in, probably looks at Sir and said, hey, is there any way you could substitute the footage of the footage from the battle over there for the footage from the Rinraku parlor from the drone you hacked?
You guys are really trying to screw like Bishop,
Why
but you're
wouldn't we?
screwing Slag Heap. You know that, right?
It's just it's not that we're screwing Slag Heap. It's that we're picking at Bishop more than anything. Bishop treats Slag Heap as incidental, so we kind of
No,
yeah.
no, you don't know what it actually goes on.
Yeah, no, but he's always very casual about Slag Heap's role in things, so it's kind
Well,
of like
he's casual about everything.
yeah, exactly. He's very so that engenders a certain amount of look. You're not the one that's out there taking the hits. He's a monster, and I don't think I want him running loose without any kind of controls. But he's useful at least. You know? No, that's the yeah, that would definitely probably at least be Salvo's attitude. Like you bring him to the table, and without him, you would have no value as far as Salvo's concerned. And this is just him picking at you more than anything, just because he does that.
Yeah, but again, you guys are actively trying to. This is all player knowledge, so let's.
Yeah. He's
Look,
Yeah.
maybe we should cut him a break. Not that like I like him, but no need to go poking the bear. Especially if he does have ties like he claims he does.
I tell you what. How about why don't we go burn down that Rinraku parlor next? You know, collect our rewards and our loot and get everything solid as far as the payday goes, and then go burn down that Rinraku parlor. I mean, we ain't doing that yet.
At some point, we're gonna have to lay low. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of feel like that would be a great exit stage, like it's left right there. You know, like the last thing anybody heard of us, we burned down a Rinraku parlor.
So I do have to ask, just because I don't remember what answer I got the last time I asked on this. You guys
Yeah.
have done a lot of background work on the different agents that are working towards and against the Seattle independence. What does the group actually want?
Well, Salvo's opinion's already pretty clear. He's all for independence.
Is this the last session for this
No.
arc?
No.
Okay.
I'm just curious what direction I'm going to be leaning at this point.
You thought we were gonna end before the dragon got her revenge?
Oh yeah, we gotta fight a dragon probably.
Probably.
Get eaten by a dragon, you mean? I
Yeah,
don't know,
that's what I
grenade
meant to say.
launchers
You're
might
right.
work.
Grenade launchers are weirdly effective.
Let's see here.
What does everybody else think? On that?
Sacker doesn't care.
Yeah, Drifter's not a big... More or less one way or the other. I think she'd prefer to keep it, make it independent as opposed to,
UCAS.
UCAS because, well, there are people roaming in other parts of the UCAS that she's not a huge fan of and would rather stay away, and them not have quite as easy access to her. But, you know, that's pretty much the only reason.
Sir, what does Sir think about like the idea of independence or staying part of UCAS?
I don't know if he actually cares because I could get my information any which way whatsoever.
So it sounds like Salvo's the only one that's strong feelings one way or the other. I mean,
Curious where the
Drifter's got
group
some
was
light
heading.
feelings, but it sounds like Drifter's got light feelings. Salvo's definitely got definite feelings towards it.
Fair enough. You guys are going to be able to make it to the drop point and the Tacoma warehouse
Mhm.
fairly easily. Shannon and Shun are waiting for you. And they see that you have their case.
Salvo probably just says, so, paying us to steal from another dragon, huh? Alright. I see what you're doing there. Burn down the agents that you sent to do the dirty work, huh?
They just stare at you. They aren't responding.
Who's got the case right now?
I do.
I was about to say, Sir was the last one that had it, as far as I know.
Yep.
Where are you, sir?
I don't know. Walk in the door and be like, "Here you go. There's some extra stuff in there too to keep the egg comfy."
Damn
They
it.
kind of cock their head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know, C4. Joking.
They look alarmed.
Nobody can take a fucking joke in this city.
Yeah. The Salvo's just pretty much is pretty much just looking at him like you really don't have anything to say about that. Like, and it's like he just kind of like shakes his head. He's just like, yeah,
Okay,
it's kind of what I thought.
so where's our money?
They reach out for the case.
you go.
Let's see the money
Let's
first.
not get grabby. Let's not get grabby.
Shan continues reaching for the case. Shun holds up cred sticks.
Okay.
Make the exchange at the same time.
Before they go anywhere, I want somebody to check those sticks.
So it makes sense that Sir takes the sticks. So somebody else is going to have to hand the case.
I've got two hands.
Fair enough. That frees the rest of us up to, just kind of pay attention to the deal.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bishop is just watching. For once, he's shutting up.
Yeah, Salvo just kind of like, you understand why our trust is a little thin.
We have not misled.
Yeah, but you also didn't give us all the facts either.
It was not our job to do that.
Lies of omissions are still lies. I would just own up to that fact.
You got
But
the job done, didn't you?
The job's done, and the exchange is being made. We just don't like being played for fools.
Played as fools. You were hired.
I think
There's a
we
code
will.
there's a code I don't think you're quite familiar with on the street. You don't do somebody like that. Something as big as stealing from another dragon, that's a detail you leave in. That way, you know what you're getting into.
And you have a
Unprepared
chance to
party
walk
walks
away.
into. Exactly. And an unprepared group walking into a dragon, you're just sending them to their deaths.
If you knew what you were going into, would you have gone?
Fuck, probably.
Maybe not. Would have loved to have made that decision for myself.
We made it for you. And we paid you for it.
Do me a favor
Yeah.
and lose all of our numbers, huh?
You've performed the job that we found necessary. We thank you for that. We will take the case and leave.
Did we
Yeah.
take the cred sticks already and check them?
Sir would be the one to be able to check those cred sticks because he's got the tech skills.
They
Well,
are not going to
anybody
let
can.
go of the cred sticks until they have firm grip on the case.
Are we really gonna Mexican standoff this shit?
Well, they're not leaving until we check the cred sticks, so they can have the case. But there's, a rotodrone with dual grenade launchers.
They
sitting
are
there.
perfectly fine with standing while you check the cred sticks, but they want the
Yeah.
case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Salvo makes it clear that he's not gonna that he won't allow them to walk out without the cred sticks being checked. He just body language. He puts himself kind of between the door and them.
$500 each, as promised. Romeo gave us his part to give to you along with ours.
Did they say 500?
We originally offered 5,000, and Romeo offered an additional 2,500 each.
No, I thought they said 500 for whatever reason. Sorry.
So how much is it each? Sorry, math. not working.
7,500 each.
7,500. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Whatever else you were able to get out of the vault. I'm sure the results were satisfactory.
Yeah, about that, guys. What did you find in the vault, huh?
A lot of people that have been turned to stone and then got turned back when we killed the petrophage.
Inside a vault? How many
Well,
people are in a vault, anyways?
Oh, no, outside the vault.
Okay, so what was in the vault?
Well, do you want to be hunted down to extinction? Because if you know, then it's going to come after you.
Are we allowed to leave?
I don't think
but
yeah.
If we've confirmed that your cred sticks are good,
Yes.
I think Salvo just says, "Please do."
They continue to leave out a small boat that is just outside the warehouse. They do not turn around or try to face you again.
Yeah, I think Salvo says something that says, I'm half tempted to throw a fireball at that boat.
Well,
Any kind of thing.
Bishop says, do it. Do it.
hey, throwing that fireball isn't going to make you feel any better in the long run, because then you'll have pissed off probably 3 dragons.
Yeah, one dragon at a time, or at least 2 dragons at first and then 1 dragon later. Let's go spend these ill-gotten gains.
I'm gonna go lay low. You guys have fun. I've got
Yeah,
a
well-
plasma lance to drop off, and then I'll get you guys the creds from it.
I'll be waiting in anticipation. And I think Salvo will probably still fucking text Drifter about we'll probably still text Drifter about blowing up that Rinraku parlor.
You'll get a yeah. Just give me a minute.
I mean, fucking that for whatever reason that mission offended him quite a bit. This one pissed him off just for being played for fools. That one pissed him off for a lot of reasons.
Secret. It was supposed to.
I know, right? Yeah, and I think that's probably go back to the hideout, or what have you. Maybe try to check in on my two other apartments and what have you. I've got rented.
Rating were those apartments? I think were they
They were
average
both
score?
low, right? Yeah, I think they were. Let me look at them. They're in my cell stuff, probably, right? They should be. Licenses, contacts.
If nothing else, it'll be in Genesis. I remember you had it there.
No. Stephen Franks has an apartment, and Jerry Durbin has an apartment. Trip Randall and Alan Stevenson don't, but they do have licenses for firearms.
These two can shoot, but these two have houses.
No, all four of them have licenses.
Okay.
It's just that the Trip and Alan, they're just fake sins with licenses.
Fair enough.
And Stephen Franks is his best sin. That's why it's got the most shit on it. Licenses for pretty much everything that he needs licenses for. Well, not for driving. I don't think he's got a driver's license. He drives illegal.
Real question: does he care?
Probably not. Actually, probably
no.
only in so much as it's an oversight. It's not that he cares about doing illegal shit. It's more the fact that it's an oversight. Like, damn it, I need to get that license so that have excuses.
What if I get pulled over? I'm not completely screwed.
Right. Probably gonna end up investing in more fake sins and more like fucking places, extra like apartments and shit. That way, like, because I get the impression that Salvo is restless and likes to have and also likes to keep his secrets. He likes the web of lies of who he actually is. Because I don't think he knows either.
At this rate, who does?
Right?
Live in the shadows, you become a part of the shadows.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Say that is all I really had prepared for today. So if there's anything else you guys want to do to round it out, by all means.
Yeah, for the rest of the evening, Bishop is going to be reviewing the footage from Psyche.
You're gonna find out one way or the other.
Huh?
So the footage from Slykeep is going to reveal that he was immobilized and raged at a lot of things.
It's also going to reveal, once he did get in the vault, because eventually he did, that there's a great deal of money in there.
Yeah,
and a dragon egg.
And a dragon egg.
Yep, the dragon egg is what we were sent to steal.
Which Bishop would be clearly aware of that, but he would not have been made aware of the great amount of money that was lying about.
To you. No. What are you gonna do? Come after us?
Well, since we're all in the same hangout, he would definitely confront you.
Well, she's not there right now. She's working on getting a plasma lance sold.
Soccer buggered
Whoever is there.
Well, Salvo, we already know what Salvo's doing. He's checking on his other properties and fucking around.
Is there anyone at the hideout?
I am, but I'm taking a nap.
Sir's the only one there, bitch at. Fucking everybody else is going off doing shit. It's like, I'm sure you'll have a chance to bitch at us later. It's great. Hell. I don't have anything else. Does anybody else?
Not really.
But if you look at the table, there's two separate piles.
Oh, yeah?
Are we gonna split this all evenly, or is it just what we managed to take out on each individual person? Actually, that's not really fair because some people have more pockets than another. Unfortunately, we may have to give some to Bishop, which sucks because really it belongs to Slagheap because Bishop's done jack and shit in that order.
Well, I think what it was established that Slagheap's pay basically goes to Bishop, and Bishop does whatever with it, and Slagheap just essentially doesn't really get paid.
which Drifter is not okay with.
Salvo isn't either, and that's part of the tension there.
To be fair, some of the money does actually go to Slagheap for his
Right.
upkeep. He's got what is it? What is it called? Like hobo settings or hobo housing. You know, he's streets. That's what it is, streets. But while he's in the care of Bishop, he actually lives pretty well. You know, shelter, fresh, real meat.
Yeah,
The
but
whole
he's
nine.
still not treated like a person. He's more or less treated like an animal slash. You know, it feels like he's like one of those ponies that you hire out to birthday parties. That's what he really feels like.
I mean, kind of. Yeah.
You don't deny it at the very least. That's good.
Like, this is not Bishop responding,
Oh, I know.
though. I mean,
Yeah, it's,
Bishop.
Yeah. It's just.
Okay, so I don't know what the rest of y'all are doing. I take mine, I divide it in half, and it's on the middle of the table, and then I go to sleep.
you're taking we haven't gotten like our full share because Drifter's got to go sell the lands and all the other stuff and cut us in. We've got our 7,500. So we should each have our 7,500 from the job, but all the excess stuff we haven't got yet.
Are you going to go ahead and fence that? Is that going to be your goal for the golden jewels? Okay. There is 2,500 worth of golden jewels that you were able to also salvage.
Okay.
And you're able to fence that much out of it.
And the lance?
The lance, I have to look up what the lance is worth. Give me a rest a second.
7,500 from the golden jewels.
Well, 2,500.
2,500 total from the golden jewels. 7,500 each for the job.
Yeah, we haven't divvied the gold and jewels yet because we still have the plasma lands to do too.
Right.
Oh, come on. Where did the plasma lance go? There it is. Okay. Give me just another second.
Funny thing is we basically are selling something that could have been our Yondu memorabilia kind of thing. Because Yondu had that one ship that he had specifically because it was a mining fucking ship that he used for a bank job. We had a mining thing that we used for a vault job. We're selling it. So.
Okay.
Come on, there's got to be a value list in here somewhere.
I think if I make another character under this system at some point, I'm just going to go straight full-on Bender and take all the shape and animate spells.
Reason not to.
I am the avatar. I mean, the Bender. I mean, I can, shape things and like, I can mold the world to my will.
Copyright Or non-copyright infringement man, go.
Exactly. That is pretty cool, though. I didn't know that when I first started creating a character. I might have gone that route otherwise, but I was completely like focused on I want to be a combat mage and just simply throw fucking combat spells around.
Well, every once in a while, you gotta throw a fireball.
Well, of course, you know. And I don't technically play arcane casters terribly often. Actually, I don't play casters very often in general.
Yeah, we know your preferred type. You like the face character, the rogue character, a combination of the two.
Yeah, I tend to like I tend to prefer to play like assassins and stuff, but I always sort of more face roll just because I always have a fucking plan, me as a person. I always have a plan, and when I see other people just like, what do we do? What do we do? Waffling, I've already been like, well, if we try this, we could do that.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I don't
I'm gonna
Everybody
say
has-
that the plasma lance is actually made with some really rare metals. It's actually worth 10,000.
Okay.
Is
Oh.
he going to give me 10,000 for it?
No, because you sold it to him for data.
He said he would still give me something for it
Fair enough. I'll give you half.
because I said that they could have the rest of that. So, all right, I'm just gonna put 7,500.
The information that he gave you wasn't worth that much, so.
No, it wasn't. But is that necessarily my fault? Not entirely. We
Yeah.
didn't know what information we were gonna get from him. I didn't realize he wouldn't be useful.
So
Yeah.
so 25,000 for the goals, 5,000 for the plasma lance, so that's 30,000 split.
2,500 in gold,
oh.
not 25,000.
Oh, 2,500. Yeah, so 2,500, and then
Well, was that everything or just what Drifter had?
2,500 total for the group in gold.
Okay.
yeah,
5,000 is what the group's going to get in the plasma lance, and then plus the 7,500 each for the job itself.
So what we need to know is divvying, because the 75,000 is already divvied, or 7,500 is already divvied. So 5,000 plus the 2,500. That's another 7,500
Yep.
to divvy.
Okay, so
And that's-
7,500 divided among
that's
5 people is 15
1,500.
Is
Yeah.
what?
15 apiece.
Okay, so that brings us to
Up to 4,000 each for the job.
so. All right.
And let me get back to the karma award for this one.
The question is, are you including Bishop in that split?
Yeah, it's a 5-way split.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Probably
Okay, give me a break. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's begrudgingly, but yeah, it's probably so. Am I gonna get my money from all those jewels I saw on that camera feed? Jesus fucking Christ, yes. God. If you're not careful, I'm gonna take your cut and spend it on some really fucking nice lingerie and make you take that.
He'd probably be okay with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
everyone gets 4 karma. Slagheap actually gets an additional 5 on top of that.
What the fuck?
It's a survival bonus. He nearly died and made it through. And because Slagheap has a video camera on it, you were able to collect proof that you killed the Petrophage. You get +2 reputation.
Yay!
Where do we put reputation at?
Reputation? That's a good question.
I was gonna
I don't
say,
think we've done anything with it on the character sheet.
I don't think we've done anything. I don't. This is the first I've heard about reputation because
gonna
this
say, we
is
start with
this is a
0
score I
rep.
would have been. Yeah. This is a score I would have been
Is
paying
there
attention to.
somewhere to put it?
There is on the PDF, but not from what I can see on here.
Would put it in notes. This is the first reputation that you guys have earned, so it's just gonna be reputation 2.
Okay.
Oh, and from that feed, we can also grab pictures of that prophecy or whatever, just for shits and giggles. To say, hey, this is what we found. Pretty
Yeah.
cool, huh?
Are you messing with my sheet?
I thought I was in a different sheet. My bad.
I'm gonna say because stuff started flipping around on me while I was.
I thought I was still on the Petrophages sheet. I was trying to look for stuff.
I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Hex.
And
I
it's a
forgot real quick he
reputation,
did that, and I thought I
so-
was in someone else's stuff anyways.
So we're reputation of 2.
Yes.
Did I gain anything with my fence?
And for the monies for selling the things, what were you looking to get?
Oh.
Were you looking for anything in specific?
No, I was just wondering if that's not how you gain anything with
He's looking
your
for
contacts.
I'm guessing he's looking for connection and loyalty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, since you gave him the thing, he's gonna have loyalty go up by 1.
Yay.
Sorry, I had
All that we can
to
get.
think about what you were trying to ask.
You're good. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know how to phrase it.
That's all good. We got there.
He is currying favor.
If I remember correctly, I still got a little ways to go before I can make that advancement on my willpower.
And I will say, as
Just-
far as other contacts, I keep forgetting to tell you guys about these. So, Romeo Steele, you've got a connection 5, loyalty 1. Margaret Telestrian, you've got it connection 6, loyalty 1, and Shannon Shun, you both have it connection 3, loyalty 1. And I can put these in the chat if you want.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm going to.
Let me get it.
I need
pulled up
to
on
put in
computer.
Romeo. Let's see. Let me do this. Yeah. Romeo.
Do you guys want it up in Roll20 or Discord?
I don't really care which, just wherever.
Cool, Discord it is. For the connection ratings and loyalty ratings and the names for how you spell them.
And we copy and we paste. There we go.
There'll be
Now then.
1 or 2 more sessions depending on how far we get next time. For this story arc.
Alrighty.
If we pick up again with Shadowrun in a few months, expect Slagheap to return. I might tweak Bishop just a little bit.
Right.
originally he was just meant to literally just be a contact and a proxy for face-to-face visits, but he's
Well, his personality has imprinted so strongly on us.
Right. Well, this group certainly wouldn't be the same without Bishop, because Bishop creates a certain amount of conflict within the group, which creates a great deal of it creates the context to all of us. The way we react to Bishop sort of informs what our characters are sort of stances are on various things.
Oh yeah, he's a great sounding station, to just get your own characters personalities out there.
Oh yeah, because I mean, clearly without somebody with the low moral standards like Bishop around, it would be harder to play that Salvo actually has a conscience to some extent, although he tries not to admit it too much. It'd be a little harder to play that without the polar opposite, or without that, sort of opposition there.
He's not the opposite. Would you believe he's the good guy?
He's the good guy? Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure I believe that, but I certainly believe that none of us are necessarily what you would consider good people.
No, you could easily knock Drifter on her lack of caring about anybody, especially in this city. Not having a stance on, where this whole city sits. It's, yeah, I don't care if things go to hell in a handbasket because I care about me and only me. Very self-centered. Let's just say, had anybody died on this job, they probably would not, Drifter would not have taken the time to carry them back out.
Would you have taken the time to go through their pockets?
Ooh, that's the question. Depends.
Probably not Slag Heaps. I don't imagine he has much in his pockets.
Not Slag Heap. Had Bishop been there and died? Oh yes, not because she wanted anything, but just to leave a message.
Right on.
To leave a message. To leave a message for who?
Well, obviously the people you work for, because when they come looking for you and find you.
Oh, that's going to be a very bad idea.
Mm.
I'm just going to let you know that right now.
She'd have still outlived you.
She's outlived Methuselah.
So are we ready for sign-offs then?
Yep, let's get it started.
I'm just kind of waiting for the cue, and I'm like, what are we doing here? All right, well then, since it's tradition on Tuesday nights, which is great because on Monday nights I'm the last one to sign, so it's great to do it early. I am the Just the King's Zerat. You can catch me here on Monday nights for our flagship show and my favorite group of space pirates, space terrorists, and never-do-wells. You can catch me here on Tuesday nights for Don't Seattle for Anything Less. We're going to be going, this campaign will be going on hiatus for a while, work-related issues. So for a few months, this will be hanging. Is this the last episode for a while?
No, we've still got one, maybe two more.
Okay, I didn't want to preempt you here, so
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure. We still have a couple more episodes to go before that happens, and then I think we're looking at the possibility of some historical stuff, role playing with Brian. I don't know all the details, and I'll let him reveal that as he has the interest to do so when he's ready to. Let him reveal what he's ready when he's ready. You can also catch me here every other Saturday night, although we've been a little slacking lately for various reasons, but we'll get back to it. With the Bitter Ends, our Apocalypse World campaign. We're on our Wave World sessions. Polar ice caps have melted. There are giant mutated squids, and all kinds of insanity going. Small kids who eat metal. That's a thing. But you can also catch me at one other place. You can also catch me on my other channel where I play video games and make snarky comments about them, and I'm probably going to do some Mount and Blade here soon. we'll let you guys catch up with the adventures of Rupert Robson. Maybe get back to the Star Wars Sims after a while. Finally, this is the due diligence for the channel here. Not that it's anything less than a joy to do so. If you are watching on YouTube and you're thinking, God, I want to catch this while the energy is fresh and live, and Uncle Joe can't, spoil what's going to happen. You can catch us at Paradise Theater on Twitch. And if you are watching on Twitch and you are like, hey, I want to, rewatch that and relive those jokes and what have you, have some background noise while I wash the dishes, whatever that may be, you can catch us at Paradise Theater on YouTube as well. If you are looking for some scheduling updates, if you are looking for some community interaction, perhaps a few occasional random thoughts and such about things that have to do with nerd culture, the occasional opinion or, critique of something, or if you're just down for some memes of some sort of temperature, they're I forget, they're lukewarm, no,
Hot?
tepid. Exactly.
Hot.
Hot memes. You can go catch us at Pear Theater on Twitter. And with that said, I am going to kick this one on down the line either that way or that way, whoever wants to go. So
I could probably go right next. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cyrus Smith, and you just saw me playing Drifter, the little old lady who figured out just how effective grenade launchers are in this game. I did not realize that it would be kicking ass this much. It feels good, man. You can also find me on, well, let's see, tomorrow is Hench to Mensch, where I'll be playing Acer, the telepathic sniper, who beat the crap out, well, I didn't personally beat the crap out of Mecha Hitler, but we beat the crap out of Mecha Hitler. And then we dropped him out of a helicopter, along with his superpowered creation attendant, wet nurse? I don't fucking know. You also can also find me on Thursday playing myself because the fourth wall is broken, and Project Severovo has just turned into Project Nightmare with extra steps. You can also find me on Sunday running Tales from the Cosmos, where our excuse me. Welcome to the Big Boy Damage Dealer Club. Let's see. Sunday, we're running two bands of intrepid adventurers. One in Fantasy LA Noir, who have been finding out that pretty much everyone here in the city of Brunton is not exactly what they seem on first glance. Except for the guy in the peacock, with the peacock feather in his cap. That guy's exactly what you think he is. So, yeah. Oh, and the other group, well, after competitive shitting, they have agreed to break into super secret top laboratories to find more of the crystals that make people competitively shit. That's the part I haven't mentioned in a while. So, yeah. That's me.
I'm dying. Competitive shitting. Second week in a row that's mentioned. All right. I'll just take it from here. This is Baloney Jelly, a.k.a. Bishop, a.k.a. Slag Heap. I'm beginning to feel a little sorry for Slag Heap. He's not had a good time in combat. I mean, he enjoys combat, certainly, probably, but he's not had a good run of it. I'll put it that way. Poor guy. He almost got petrified, and we double checked the rolls, and this found out that he only got immobilized. And on the plus side, he got to throw Sakura, so that was nice. And yeah, Bishop is well, he's just kind of being a greedy bastard, you know. It's very very concerned about his cut. And well, I mean that's Bishop for you. But he plays an important role, which is not allowing Slagheap to run wild. So you're welcome, guys. Anyways, you can find me here Tuesday nights playing Shadowrun 6th edition, and that is all for the time being. Although that may change in the short future here. But on that mysterious note, I'll go ahead and pass it on to the next person. Don't everybody talk at once.
Who gonna go?
Okay. So, I forgot my own name. Psych, Scott, Gothboy, I don't care. Pick a name. I don't know.
Fine,
We're-
anyone.
That one guy. Hey, you.
That works too. So tonight I played Sir, who really all he did is put the egg in the case and then put some jewels in there to keep it comfy. And that's it. And then I verified the money because apparently that's important.
Well, you also landed the killing blow on the Petrophage too, so let's not forget that.
I
Oh
was gonna say you brought down a giant thing.
yeah, I did that too.
Way to
You're
undersell it.
Oh yeah, I also landed the killing shot of a ginormous fucking tentacle beast.
Exactly.
The undersell is so amazing.
Yeah. Okay, what else am I in? Tomorrow, we'll play Knight in Hinge to Minch. And yeah, we're dealing with Nazi people, and I don't like them. But we threw him out of a helicopter, so that's okay. I hope he's splatted. That was fun.
And Hench to Mensch was the Mecha Hitler?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then we go to Saturday in the Bitter Ends. The whole water world where I play Castiel, and I decided to help a party member by healing him and hugging him, and then everybody else made it awkward weird. I don't know
Doesn't
why.
sound like anyone here.
No.
The little child took his shirt off too and joined the hug. Okay.
Oh god.
Didn't the busty female apparently also take off?
Yeah, she was first.
Yeah, and it was the thing is the player of the child thing didn't mention later that he was wearing something under his shirt. We all more awkward than what he meant it to be. So we're like, wait a minute. So it was like after after we were over and off. No, I was wearing pots and pans under the shirt for like armor and stuff. I'm like, well, you probably should have mentioned that because we were all kind of stunned into like, what the fuck do we do now?
Anyways,
That's
go ahead and
information.
continue, sir.
And then when we get the Ballad of the Menagerie back together and going, I play chess on Planet Kneecap or whatever it's called, making that planet functional again after the big battle over the top of it. I'm also on Monday nights in the Fire Strike as Xander, and he got a report of a really cool ship that is coming down, and he has his own private luxury room where we'll have books and stuff and make it its own little personal library. It'll be cool. Plus, there's an arcade area where you can go play games in like a virtual holodeck thing. That'll be cool.
Nice.
And I think that's it.
Okay, I guess that leaves it to me. I'm Brian. Tonight I played Sakura, the separately enhanced, bio-enhanced street samurai that actually went up the Slagheap and clocked him a good one, said, throw me. It's like, he did. Just laid it in a pile of ooze because someone got the killing blow before I could. But and on Mondays you can find me playing Shaba Young, the captain of the Fire Strike. We're coming down the wire. I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after, but Shaba merch finally get to bury the hatchets, or in this case, the Julian knife. Turned that radish into something for a salad. But yeah, that's going to be fun when it comes down. There's surprises. There are surprises. Besides that, yes, I'm looking to run something during the Tuesday slot while our illustrious GM is busy with work. But I will have more information on that next week.
Mic on, mic off.
Just ironing out a few details. So, yeah, look forward to that. And that's
Makes
it.
sense. Wonderful, wonderful. And I think that's everybody other than me.
You are
Should
the
be.
last one.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm going to take that silence as a yes. I was trying to count out people as we were going. I'm Devon. I'm the GM for Don't Seattle for Anything Less. Can also generally be found on the Prismatic Tsunami stream. We were supposed to do a movie review for Three Musketeers last week. Due to some complications with one of our regular cast members, we were not able to, so we're going to try again this week. That's Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also due to work conflicts. That being said, we will be here next week for another episode of Don't Seattle for Anything Less. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
And come back soon.
Bye.